We're back. It's episode 15 of the 1965 restoration series on this Ford Falcon that I've almost taken everything off of. Last week, I grinded down more of like the old gaskets and stuff like that, and it was actually pretty exciting because last week, the guy that's going to most likely paint it actually came and he checked out the car and he asked me a bunch of questions and told me what he would do with it and all that stuff. So anyways, progress on that. He's gonna get back to me with an actual hard quote, but he asked if I wanted it sandblasted on the outside and the inside. I said, screw it, the inside too. Again, it's my sister's car and she wants it really nice. So how much more could it cost to sandblast the inside, right? In the meantime, I'm going to continue removing the old gaskets. Last week I tackled the rear, like the taillight areas and all that stuff. I'm going to do the door seals. They are just gobbledygooked up. So I'll do that. I do want my hoodie. 1 second. I can't even imagine when this car comes back from paint, like actually reassembling everything. And I think that's going to be so much fun. I mean, because this first, all these episodes, first half of the year, it's just been taking everything out. And that's been fun as it is. And that's not even talking about the motor, you know, that's going to have to be changed out and all that stuff too. It's a pretty cool thing, I think. All right, let's roll the car out. Look at this. So the old weather stripping, I pulled it off, it broke into a bunch of pieces and it's just crusted and I won't be able to sleep at night if I send it for paint and I haven't removed this stuff. This area is like, it's a prehistoric is what it is. It's like Jurassic Park. I don't know if I'm looking at like a car or old dinosaur bones. You see this? I got my nails done. I got like a sparkle. I was super stoked about it. You know, contrary to popular belief, or maybe it's not so popular, I wear jewelry, you know, like during the day when I'm not working on cars and I'm at work. I enjoy jewelry. I enjoy fine jewelry. So I got these sparkly nails to match with the pretty rings that I wear. It's awfully pretty, you guys. Take my word for it. All right, enema gloves. This is what we're tackling. Ow, maybe I was wearing gloves. This can be a dangerous job depending on which way that wheel's turning. Like I've noticed throughout the years that certain ways the wheel turn will put more shit in my face and other ways the wheel turn will yank the drill towards my face. So playing around with that helps a little bit. You know, I like to apply pressure and not feel like the drill's going to hit me in the face. Although it did many, many moons ago. It was this great video where I did hit myself in the face. It was like my most watched video on TikTok at the time. I did notice something absolutely terrifying while editing this video. I don't know if you guys have caught it here, but it's something that I'm usually hyper aware of and I just missed it this time. I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but it is the ties to my hoodie. These hoodie ties, I usually tie them up and tuck them inside and they are loose. Watching this video like made me sick to my stomach thinking about one of those ties, see it right there, getting caught and just, it would strangle me. Final destination, I would die on the spot. You guys notice a little something funny coming up though? Do I resemble anybody you know? If they're gonna be sandblasting the inside of the car, I'm fine with doing my best for the bottom of this door. It's really hard to get to. Not like being a loser or anything, but you know, I'm grinding on all the pieces I can see. If the underside of this door is not ground down by me to my standards of perfection, I'm fine with it. Totally fine with it. Care less. Doesn't bother me. Oh man. You get a lot of thoughts while doing this, and one of these thoughts is that at the end of the day, I'm only 50% done because there's 2 door panel, you know, doors to grind down. It's okay. This stuff comes off really easy. It's therapeutic and it feels good. And it also doesn't look smooth on camera, but it's very smooth when I run my fingers up and down it. The part that's really difficult is that sludge, that gray like glue that's on that door panel. That stuff's really hard to remove, so I don't think that I'll be tackling that anytime soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I don't even know what it is. It feels like clay. I still have these little inner window, can't think of the name, whatever, there's metal pieces on the inside of the window that I haven't taken off yet, so I'm gonna grab a screwdriver and take these off real quick. I held all these high and mighty wonderful ideas on what I was going to do with my 3-day weekend. That's when this video was shot. It was shot last weekend. It was Memorial Day weekend, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to hang my curtains, hang my new light fixture, do a lot of household stuff that I need to get done, change my oil, just the plethora of tasks that I had laid out for myself was... there are these little tabs, and if you push them down, this thing comes off really nicely. But it wasn't working this time. It worked with the front ones, but not the back ones. So this is what we got here. All right, let's do this one little area real quick. Then we'll take a quick little break. Bombastic. My list was bombastic. I mismanaged my time equally, if not worse, than how I mismanaged my money. I ended up spending, golly gee willikers, the better part of my day at a car dealership because I became mentally unstably obsessed with a vehicle that had been on sale and that had just gone into the dealership, within 2 days. I lost my marbles. I'll tell you all about it. I won't give you the spoiler alert or anything like that, but it took up my whole weekend. Let's just say that. Whew. My face is, I'm not wearing this much makeup. It's like red from the mask, I guess. I don't know. That's intense. There's a lot of guck on the car. So today is Memorial Day weekend. I know that it's not for you because this video was shot last week. But anyways, when I'm working on my car today, it is a Memorial Day weekend. And, Memorial Day weekend's a great day to look at cars and stuff like that and anything that you've been looking to buy because things are usually on sale. So anyways, I was casually looking at cars online. And there's it's like a 2022 Hellcat wide body SRT red eye, very gently used. It's only got like 2,900 miles for sale right down the street from my house. Should I trade my Mercedes in for a Hellcat? Should I? It's neat. It's a 4-door. It's black. I'm gonna go look at it for sure. My mom is no help to me in this situation. I'm in the kitchen eating my morning croissant, and I tell her about this Hellcat, and she looks at me, she goes, get it. Yeah, do it. You gonna go now? You should go before you work on your car. I'm like, if I go before I work on my car, I'm never gonna work on my car. My ambition is gone. She's like, well, aren't you afraid it's gonna leave? It's gonna sell before you can look at it? I'm like, no. I'm leaving it to God. If it's meant to be, it'll still be there by the time I'm done working on my car. But, so I'm working on my car, and this is the crazy part. Never, ever, ever does this happen. You can usually shoot a full day of footage, and my batteries from my camera and my phone won't die. All of a sudden, I've only been doing this for maybe like 2.5 hours. My phone's on death's door, 9%. So I plug it in, and I'm charging it to record, and all of a sudden, my phone says no more storage. And then my camera storage card ran out too. So is this like a sign that I should stop what I'm doing and go look at that Hellcat? I'm kind of thinking that it is. But now I'm a mess. I don't know what I should do. What are you guys listening to music-wise these days? Actually, tell me something that you're listening to that's out of brand. I mean, like, out of character, Like, let's say that you typically listen to, I don't know, 90s rap or hard rock or whatever it is, but you're secretly listening to something that you would only listen to alone in the car. I'm gonna tell you what mine is. Oh my gosh. Celine freaking Dion. It's all coming back to me. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you have not listened to this song as an adult, like this song came out when I was a kid, and I couldn't stand Celine Dion. Her face, her features, her voice, nothing. I didn't like anything about her. Flash forward, now I'm an adult. Dang, this song's good. Jesus. She's like talking about the passion, the flesh, the madness. I mean, the whole song, you're just picturing this wild, naked, nasty affair that she's having with somebody. And it's like a power ballad, It's so good. And it's been stuck in my head for so many days now. That and anything Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard is good. And guys, if you have not watched The Bodyguard, again, Bodyguard came out when I was a kid. I thought Kevin Costner was gross. I was never a Whitney Houston fan. As an adult, Kevin Costner's a really good looking guy. Didn't see it before. My mom, my aunts, I remember when I was a kid, they all loved Kevin Costner. I was like, this guy's a dork. He's an ugly dork. Boy, was I wrong. That guy's a handsome guy. And Whitney Houston, jeez. Queen of the Night? Oh my gosh. It was a great movie. I can't say enough great things about it. It's hot. It's a hot movie. He carries her out. She's wearing this like crazy bondage outfit. Yeah, he's her bodyguard and he protects her, but they also, you know, get it on. Can't recommend it enough. So what is it? Tell me your guilty pleasures. What is it? What do we got here? Fatal Attraction? Anyone into The Bodyguard like I am? LeAnn Rimes? That's too far. If you guys tell me that you listen to LeAnn Rimes, you gotta stop following me. Let's get back to it and finish this. I will say, thinking and obsessing about that Hellcat increased my motivation, my speed, and my efficiency by an unimaginable amount. I was working, I don't know how to explain it, like a robot. I was just, I felt like Lightning McQueen in that Cars movie, that cartoon, when he had to pave that road in Radiator Springs to get out of there, and he did a horrible job because he was doing it so fast. That's what I felt like. You guys know what I'm talking about? May not look like much, but this is a huge progress. I know I still have to do these areas like this, but check this out. I'm gonna give myself a bath here. All right, look at this. Look at this compared to that side. I ground down all the glue here. Whoa, it's a lot. It was a lot. The doorway. This isn't glue, it's just paint. So all the glue is gone. It's gone, you guys, it's gone. Gone with the wind. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Let's look at the other side to see, okay? If you don't believe my progress. All right, so this is after today. What a mess. And here's the other side that hasn't been touched. Look at that. So we'll tackle this next time, but you can see the difference. You know, it's just, you know, it's caked on. Look at that. And I mean, sandblasting is gonna take all the paint off, but how would sandblasting penetrate this evenly without affecting the rest of the car? You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I'm doing this. It looks a lot of progress. This is great. And then also, before I do send it to paint, I will be taking out the whole dashboard area. We're going to replace that. At first I thought I was going to just refinish it, but they have really nice replacements, so I'll save it. But the thing's trashed. Oh man, look how much dirt got inside. I'm not going to worry about that. There you have it. One whole, you know, feels good. We got a whole lot of stuff done today. Let's go look at that Hellcat. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Bye. You guys, this is what I'm talking about right here. She wasn't as ugly as I remember her being. Whoever invented auto stop is a buffoon. So cold. And it was at this moment I fell in love. Sorry guys, this the words are not going to match up with my mouth because I had to delete all the audio because the song in the background was copyright protected. Anyhow, all I'm saying is I'm going back and forth with myself. Am I dumb for wanting to spend this much money on a used car? Can I live without this? You know, will I survive without this car? The answer probably is no. Hard decisions were made. Closing the door on one chapter, opening it on another one. I have a bag of Doritos in my hand helping me make this decision. This Mercedes holds a lot of good memories for me, but is it time to let it go? To be continued.